Welcome everyone, SirHScape here today, coming at you with Online HeroScape Season 54, Round 1. This is a online matchup where you each build 2 armies and you bring both to the pool, so a pool of 4 armies between the 2 players. The person to win gets to choose whether to pick first or strike first. So I opted to pick first and allowed sheep to strike. Of the 4 armies, let's just give you a visual here. So at the top here we had, of the 4 armies, we had Ular's Revenge, Calgrith, Raylan, Rygarn, SirH, Crypt Guardian. Pretty decent army there. It's more of a toolbox army there. Einar's Gift of Discipline, Empress Kyoba Isamu, and Einar Imperium ×3. So those are Sheep's 2 armies, and then these are my 2, the Shadow Faction and Ashigaru. Sam Your Eye and Darkness Falls Across the Land. So I took Darkness Falls, or rather, he opted not to strike any 4. I took Darkness Falls, and he opted to pick Caligrith, which I kind of expected. SirH has a lot of sniping potential. Rygarn allows you to kind of choose, what to do with your turns. Raylan obviously makes for all tough matchups when you get +2 defense. And then Caligrith is just kind of a wild card. Caligrith is good, but I'm hoping that... I felt pretty good about my shadows into both of these armies, obviously, because this common squads. Naturally, that put him in a position to go here because my Shadow Fiends aren't going to get any buffs against those, but still, I'm hoping on numbers here, and Shadow Hounds will have to do some work there. But yeah, we'll jump right into it. We've got... whoops, that was, let's zoom out there. Okay, and then zoom in here. Okay, cool. Alright, so he said for me to go ahead and place first. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, where did he put my faction? Oh, he put him up there. I'm going to place... I just tend to want to go left to right, so I think I'm just going to go left. This is a fully symmetrical map. Yeah, fully symmetrical. Looks like we've got a treasure growth pool, which, Zundar's not going to go for, so. We're going to go and place first. Gotta keep Zundar in the back simply because of, what's his face, SirH. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Golly. So he can't quite reach the start zone. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's terrifying. He could take Shadow on low ground and still get a same level shot on turn 1. But that's it's going to happen. I kind of like trying to hold this position up here rather than this position. This is disengage, and I have disengaged, so I don't really care. Yeah, I kind of like trying to hold this height, I think. Let's see, how many level 3s? 3 level 4s and a level 5. So that's a total of 7 on 3, 4, and 5. This is only 6. Oh, there's lots of level 3 over here. Interesting. I'm pretty mobile, though, so I can kind of hop between this position and this position anyway. So I'm actually not terribly concerned. This is a huge level 3 platform, though. But I actually like this because Road, well, it's not like he's going to use Road. What does he have? SirH, who's got crazy range, Rygarn range, Raylan, and Caligrith, who's got crazy movement. So, yeah, SirH is going to be a little bit of a problem. He's definitely going to take early shots with SirH and then flip over to Caligrith. That for sure is going to be the play. It's going to be hard for me to bring back Shadows as well, actually. So this is going to be interesting. 2 consistent shots with the Shadows, or with SirH, could get kills, and it's very unlikely that I'll be able to bring back Shadows. So I'm actually going to have to be pretty... how many Shadows do I have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, interesting. Luckily it's a short map, so I can gain ground pretty quickly. Let's see, 1... I'm scared of the snipe on the hounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Golly, so I gotta keep them back here. Yeah, hounds have to be... But then they can't even get Road. But I just can't lose 2 hounds on turn 1 if he goes here. Because he can keep Raylan here. No, actually, no, he can't. But he's fine running out with SirH and chipping away at my position. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't want to go here. How many figures do I have? 10? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go Shadow Fiends in the front. Well, no, they're speedier. We're going to go Shadow Binders in the front. Shadow Fiends there, and I think that's where we want to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That feels bad. That feels like a bad spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not too bad. So I can get to Shadow with my hounds in 1 turn. My Fiends can go anywhere, and my Binders, 1, 2, 3, can get to level 2. Nothing can get to level 3 in 1 turn other than Fiends. I feel okay about that. It's going to be a bit of a tough go simply because SirH 9 range is how he's going to open. And he's basically just going to pull me into his Raylan aura and then switch over to Caligrith to do all the work, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to have to think about how I want to deal with that, especially because Caligrith has 7 move. He could also take disengages and just try and go assassinate Zundar. So I gotta keep Zundar at the max 8 range, which again, because of SirH, is going to be a little bit tough to play around. So, but this is what I felt I give myself the best chance. So, all right, I am done. I'm done with my placement. That took me 5 minutes of placement. That's not too bad. Okay, so his Raylan placement definitely indicates where he plans to set up. He can reach anywhere here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, interesting. SirH 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so SirH can't reach the start zone if he's here on turn 1. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe he plant. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's just gonna end up like right here with SirH, but then turn 2 maybe on level 4 or 3. That's too far for SirH on here. So I think he's just gonna hang back on level 2. Raylan, if he takes a turn with Raylan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would he bother being that gutsy? That's really far forward. Especially because in 2 turns I could use the Shadow Binder to grapple Raylan down. So that feels aggressive. I don't think he's going to do that. I think the play for him is leave Raylan here. You go open early with SirH, take pot shots as long as possible, switch over to Caligrath as I come in. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Ranquist, nice of you to join. Glad you can join the stream. For some reason, on the streamer count, it shows 0, even though you just commented, it looks like, unless I missed it, and you had to hop off. Okay, well, for me, it's easy. Zundar. So this actually is a bit of a different matchup because Zundar really is going to have a tough time because I'm not going to be able to bring back shadows almost like at all. Well, I knew he was opening SirH. I'm kind of glad I lost initiative. Actually, I'm really glad I lost initiative. I knew he was going to be able to snipe me on turn 1. That's expected. At least it's same level though. So that's something. Oof, that's going to be a dead hat fiend. Yeah, this actually might go quickly because getting 1 kill per turn actually hurts my faction really, really bad. Especially if SirH gets... If he gets 1 kill per turn, that puts me down to how many hounds or fiends or shadows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only had a total of 9? 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I should have 10. What the heck? I'm missing 2 fiends. He didn't get 2 fiends. Missing. Should have had 6. Did you only pull 4? I was gonna say I should have like 12 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, but you can place 2 more. Well, whatever. We'll go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, we can reach all the way over there. That's my best bet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Weird. Alright. Yeah, that I was gonna say, I felt like really weird. I was like, why do I already feel like I don't have very many? Okay, so he's done. Zundar. Golly, I was already down 2 fiends. Yeesh. I was going to say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I should have 11. Okay, phew. So that's a little bit better than I thought, but still not good if he kills 1 per turn. On average, he's going to kill 3 this round if he's going full SirH. Let's see. He can go... He's on level 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't get to level 5. I don't need to spend a turn with Zundar. Ooh. But he could try going an assassination run on Zundar. I gotta be thinking about 2 attacks on Zundar. Where can he get Zundar from? If he goes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no. That was a huge kill. Oh golly, that was much bigger than I thought. Oh golly. Well, he's going to be able to get a height attack on Zundar anyway. So if he's going to be able to get a height attack on Zundar, where do I put Zundar? Down here? This is from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can still get Zundar. Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, he could just get him going here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't block because from here he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. he can get from me from height anywhere he goes. So if he's going to be able to get me from height anywhere he goes, I need to try and force him as far forward as possible. Because if I go on Shadow, he can just back up and still take a shot. So that's not the play. The play is to force him to come as far forward as possible, which would have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it'd have to be here or somewhere over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get some binders out. Try and get some binder action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to try and pull him into engagements. Scare him off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. And then let's try and... Fiends aren't as important as Hounds in this matchup because Hounds are going to be able to take care of the big defense. So we need to get to level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because he can't get to level 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. We can... If he's going to go for Zundar, then I'm going to be able to engage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can kind of go anywhere over here. I can engage there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay, we're good. I like that. If he's going to go for the Zundar shot, I just have to accept that. Nobleman Nick peeking in. Okay. So he's backing up and he's going to take shots. Makes sense. We'll probably back up as well. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, well, okay. I expected to die there. Well, I did, so. Oh my gosh. Awful start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. With that 9 range, he's just going to fall back into Raylan Zora and then run back out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could take level 3 height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to threaten that position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can still go there and pull Raylan in if I really wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's interesting. I can't quite get there. Even if I go with the Hounds. He for sure has turned 3 on Savaris, and even if he doesn't, he can switch it with Ryagarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Level 2. He can get level 2 and shoot down if I go on Shadow as well, so that's kind of a problem. 1, 2. I think we need to start getting hounds out to threaten with the 7 movement if I get shadows next to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could go somewhere around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could go here, but then he's potentially getting attacked by a shadow binder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Level 2. Yeah, I'd rather not give him height. But could he just go here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he could just go all the way over here. Of course, he could do that anywhere he goes. With 9 range, he can triangulate any attack. Okay, interesting. Yeah, not ideal. I mean, he'll probably just target the Shadow Binder, but I'd rather 3 attacks of 3 into 5 than anything else. Yeah, we'll go with that. Feels bad when he's rolling almost max skulls. Yeah, 75% attack dice to open with SirH. Man, this sucks. Come on, dude. Your skulls are stupid. Oh my gosh. 72% attack dice. Okay. Well, we're gonna try and bait him out with a Zundar. Let's see. Clearly it doesn't matter. Alright. 1, 2, 4 shields over average. 4 shields over average is greater than 4 skulls over average. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn 3 on SirH feels awful. Even like I can't even punish him with an initiative switch. I mean, the fact that he's killed 3 in the first round, 1 per turn, which is exactly what I anticipated. I fully anticipated losing 1 per turn, but at the same time, you kind of hope when you're in good position and rolling good shields that it doesn't actually happen. Especially when he's attacking up. He didn't even attack down at all. He was attacking same level or attacking up into my defense. Oh man, this is going to be a quick game. Can't revive him. He's just going to be able to use Rygarn to switch over to Caligrith if I try and charge his start zone. I don't have range. He outranges me. Yeah, I might get soloed by SirH this game because he has no reason to put any turns on Caligrith until I come to his base, and then he can just flip over to... And he only needs 1 turn on Caligrith because he can just, you know, blow up as many shadows as are near attacking SirH. So I actually kind of walked into a counter here, I think. Yeah. I don't think I should have picked first from the armies. I think that was I think the choosing of armies was a misplay. If anything, I probably should have stricken this army, allowed him to pick, and if he picks shadows, I pick my counter army, or what I think is a counter army. And if he picks either of these armies, then I feel really good about shadows into either of those armies. So, yeah. I think the draft was a misplay. Absolutely. Dang. Yeah, I really have no idea how I'm supposed to play this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because I don't know. And Zundar's range of 5 isn't any good. I can't utilize that. Oh, man. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. I just have to slow roll as much as I can. I mean, overextending at this point doesn't do me any good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, he can basically just sit back here and Raylan Zora pot shot me from low ground until he gets a kill, and every kill just just killed. Oh, man. Coming up to this level 4 even feels bad. It doesn't really gain me anything. Because he can sit back. He can't come over here, which is fine. He doesn't want to come forward, so he's going to sit back in this back corner. Oh, man. And losing that Shadow Binder was rough. I was really hoping 5 defense would hold for longer than a turn. So I could at least try and get him out of position, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's at least get ourselves to level 2. That way, if he goes to level 2, he can't get height. So 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Okay, so 1. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. I guess I could get up to level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just trying to out-activate him, but he's getting 2 attacks to my 3 activations, and if he gets 1 kill... Oh, man. Even if I win initiative, I'm not really sure I gain anything. Maybe I need to use Zundar as bait? Force him to take shots on Zundar just so I'm not losing shadows? Oh, 6 life, 2 defense, 3 if I'm on height. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Caligrith can't get there, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Feels bad. I think I've lost it. And I mean, if I had lost 2 shadows, and if I had lost 2 shadows, these 2 fiends, and they were, if I had lost 2 shadows and they were fiends, but I had the binder still alive, I would feel a lot better. But because I don't have the binder forward, it just feels bad, man. It just feels really, really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gosh, he can target any of those. Yeah, he has no reason not to throw it on Zundar, or on SirH. And yeah, the Crypt Guardian order marker makes a ton of sense, actually. Not even Caligrith. Because even if it's an X, he can just throw... If SirH gets ganked, he can throw that onto Crypt Guardian and then bond with Caligrith and still take a turn for Crypt Guardian. Honestly... Dude, stop. Oh my gosh. I might have to call the GG after this round. If he gets 1 kill every single turn with SirH from low ground. My word. One kill per turn is so bad. I'll be lucky to do a wound at this rate. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got to get 1, 2, 3. We got to get ballsy with Zundar. Just try and soak some attacks. Force him to attack Zundar. Collab Google Drawings menu. Oh, this one to make it a little closer. Yeah. I can zoom out a little bit too, but zooming out makes it really, really small. Maybe fit. There we go. Is that a little bit better? Sorry, I kind of like to zoom in sometimes, but this is decent. All right. Okay, so we moved Zundar. Just gonna try and out-activate him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get to level 3 so I can have height. Not like it's doing me any good. And the fact that Caligrith at any point can just come in and just destroy my face is rough. Shadow Hounds can do a ton of damage though, so I mean, I'm hoping something can come of that. But the fact that he's been attacking up into me every single time and getting a kill every turn is just ridiculous. Attacks of 3. I mean, the fact he's getting 3 and 3 and 2 out of 3 every... Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me, dude. I'm gonna be calling the GG at the end of this round if I keep losing a shadow every single turn. Oh my gosh. Oh, I blocked it. That felt loud. %47 defense never felt so bad. Like, I've been rolling 50 and I've been rolling 50% defense, 19 out of 40, and it never felt so low. Ugh, that's the first turn I didn't lose a shadow. My word. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna try and bait him out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not gonna do it with Caligrith though. I don't want Caligrith one-shotting Zundar here. I'd rather not. Maybe. Actually, maybe. What the heck? I do want to potentially bait him out with Caligrith, because at this point the game's not going my way. I would need him to come in, try and take a swing, get some wounds on Zundar, and then basically just murk him with height attacks and hounds. That would be the play. Hopefully, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he can't use his fire thing on these guys because he doesn't have enough movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I do have to keep in mind that at any point he will be taking a turn with Caligrith, potentially. In fact, if he really wants to take a turn with Caligrith, he should be sending SirH over here. Being over here is a bad idea if you want Caligrith to engage. You want SirH over here, so when I engage with melee, you can just blow everything up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Do I want you on level 3 here? Or level 2 here? That level 2 doesn't give you any road bonus, but it does give you a little bit more range. And it does block a potential Caligrith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so Caligrith can only get a normal attack there, but kind of maybe worth it if you kill a hound, because then you're limiting what I can do. I don't know. That probably makes the most sense. I don't know. Yeah. He can still get shots at this fiend from same level if he goes level 2. Which I wonder if he's going to take that shot. No, he'd probably want to take a shot at hounds. No, he'd probably want to get value and kill the fiend. I don't really know. I don't know what he's going to do. I'm close enough now. My guess is he probably sends him down into water so that there's just no possible way I can really get to SirH because he's been attacking up this whole time anyway. So he either goes here or here and just full try and blows me up that way. In which case I think I just have to accept it. Oh man. Yeah, this is bad. This is just so bad. Oh man. Interesting. Again, see, I would have sent him down here. You're attacking up anyway. You want to be close to Caligreth, so when I come in, you just blow me up. Finally, he's... Oh, gosh. Again, 2 out of 3. Anytime you can stop rolling so well. Four and 5 defense never felt so bad. Alright. Yeah, and again, the stats, it shows I'm rolling 46% defense. Doesn't matter if you get a kill once per turn, and I'm limited on figures. Does not matter. Binders have not survived a single turn of attacks. Every time he's attacked the binder, it's gone down. Oh, excuse me. And the bait on Zundar hasn't worked. He hasn't chosen to go for SirH. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could go there on low ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna do that, just cause. We're gonna try and bait him out a little bit, but if I need to get to level 5, I want to be able to. So we're gonna go here. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Just in case I need to get to level 5, we're going there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, yeah, I'm on a road. 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, man, this feels awful. Without a binder, I can't force anything out of him. That means I have to come to his position entirely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even if I try and gank Caligreth, man. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to be able to get 1 from 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to be able to gank Caligreth. That's like SirH sucks, but like in the end game, I could technically have Zundar face off against SirH and win that. Not likely, because 9 range, but I have a better chance of that. So next round, I think I need to play for the initiative switch where I just run in with fiends and hope that somehow I can blow up freaking Caligreth. I get an attack of 5 from here. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1 here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Yeah, that makes sense. So we've got 1 within 5, 1 within 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7. So I can Merc potentially Caligrith there. I moved 2. I need a 3rd. And I want to be able to move this guy here to at least engage SirH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, potentially. Actually, this one feels more developed because of the road. Maybe this one here? No, because if he wants to attack that one. Yeah, that's fine. Well, my initiatives have been trash, so let's see if I can get an initiative switch. At least I've made him think his order markers a little bit more. I put my hounds in a position where hopefully it scared him a little bit more in terms of order markers. I'm not targeting Caligrith in terms of position. Or sorry, I am targeting Caligrith in terms of position, but I mean, you know, just making him think a little more. Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? Another initiative where he just blows up my entire, like, chances? I mean, what is it? He's been rolling well, no, he hasn't been rolling insane. I've been rolling like trash. What was my initiative? I rolled a 1? No, it's, yeah, 1, a 2, and then a 5. Yeah. That doesn't help. Yeah, I just gotta hope that I can deal with the SirH attack somehow. Finally a turn where he didn't roll blazing skulls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I go here? No need to go there. I'm gonna go here though. Just cause we want to. Oh gosh, Caligrith gets plus. Oh, I forgot. Caligrith gets +2 defense from Raylan. Here I am thinking maybe I can Merc me a Caligrith, and then there's Raylan sitting there saying hi. Yeah, feels bad, man. I can try and Merc Raylan, but that doesn't do me any good. Yeah, I gotta go with the original game plan. Just gotta somehow get wounds. My first attack. So my first attack comes on the 3rd round when he's rolling 60% attack dice and he's never rolled a defense dice. Yeah. Feels bad, man, and I've lost over half my shadows. Well, no. Half. I mean, I guess technically I've got what? 10? No, 11. I've got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go attack of 4. That's a little bit better. Let's see if we can get some wounds. Shadow hunting. Adjacent shadow. Well, at least that's 1 wound. And then attack of 5. 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5 is not bad. I'll take it. Hopefully I can do some wounds. But gosh, man, when he starts off with 2 for 5s, nothing you can do about that. If nothing else, trying to make it a little bit tougher on him. Wow, he had to actually on the Crypt Guardian. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, he knows I'm going to start engaging his position. So, makes complete sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, yeah, he can get there. Makes complete sensings. The only possible attack? Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, he can't... well, no, he could attack up onto that shadow. I don't know what he's saying by that. The only possible attack. Not sure what he means by that. If he's smart, he'll just keep his Caligrith and just smack for 6. No need to use your special there. Oh, I guess he wants to. I think that's a terrible idea, honestly. You're ahead by so far. There's no reason to take 3 disengages. He's just going to swing for 6 and kill one of my shadows. Oh, okay. Roll now. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Awesome! 1 out of 3. Gotta love it. Apparently I'm rolling 50% attack dice, though. Really would have liked to get 2. Yeah, 2 out of 3 would have been ideal. 3 out of 3 is unexpected. 1 out of 3 is subpar. 0 out of 3 is would be awful. So at least I got 1 wound, but curious to see where he lands, to be honest. I could use a really good, nice low roll from him. In fact, actually, the fact that he's disengaging and then landing not engaged is really good for me if I can defend this. Because then I can re-engage and get the shadow hunting bonus. The thing that he doesn't know is that you can't use shadow hunting when you're engaged with the current figure. That could be good. Well, 2 for 4 is going to kill probably 2 of these. So this could be really bad. If it kills 2, yep. I was going to say if it kills 2, he's essentially won the game at that point. Yeah, I'm calling GG at the end of this round. I needed 2 of them to live. Actually, it makes a lot of sense why he disengaged there. Because now I can't get the bonus. Oh, I could. I actually could. I can send in this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just get a stupid attack from low ground. But, you know. Gotta do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And attack 4. Oh, man. Yep. It frustrates me because the draft was a misplay. You know, when you're looking at this draft, it becomes so much more obvious when you think through how he opens that game. And I knew that Savaris was going to be an issue because I anticipated him drafting this army, but I was kind of like, you know, that's fine. 2 attacks of 3 when I'm activating 3 per turn and I've got decent defense should be fine out activating him and holding a few times, but he got to kill every single turn for the first 2 rounds. Can't deal with that. Especially when he's blazing skulls, but it's not even skulls, because again, skulls are going to happen the way they happen. Like, the dice are going to roll the way they roll, right? He's rolling now 54% attack, which again, that's statistical, whatever, that's fine. like that's not. It's really the matchup. It's how this matchup panned out that was just pretty awful. I lost the draft. That was the name of the game. Honestly, misjudged SirH in this matchup. Felt like I could weather the early shots, but you getting a kill every turn for the first 2 rounds sucked. I needed to strike this army and then let you pick between the other 3. Then the matchups are a lot closer. Yeah, again, the problem with this one was, I mean, this plays out slightly differently if he doesn't get that many kills early with SirH, but not by much, right? Because he played it exact way that I anticipated it once I sat down and started thinking about it. Because I thought to myself, how would I play it on his end, right? It makes a ton of sense. 9 range, you can force your opponent to do anything. You sit back and you say, hey, come get me, I'm 9 range away, right? From 9 range away, you can say, I'll just shoot you from low ground until my dice go cold, and then at that point, you're close enough that I can switch to a figure with 8 life and can fly anywhere, blow up stuff with a special attack, smash you with a normal attack, and all the while being backed by Raylan. I mean, and Rygarn lets you choose whatever you want to do. So it just makes a ton of sense how he played this matchup, and I foresaw this happening at the very beginning. And it's a little frustrating because, you know, you would have hoped I would have seen that during the draft, but you know, that's what makes draft tough and interesting as a format, because when you draft, it's just you really have to think through what are the win conditions for each side, and when you look at a pool of armies, it's kind of tough sometimes to evaluate how you play each of the armies, right? Because if you say, okay, well, if I strike this army, what's left, right? If I strike this army, what's left? What would people pick out of those 3? Because out of the 4, what's the best army? I mean, they're all pretty decent. But if he chooses not to strike any, then he has the advantage because I can choose any of the 4, and I chose to pick first. I expected him to strike one of these 4, which would give me the advantage of then, you know, picking out of the leftover 3. But because he chose not to strike, he had to pick. And so I think the misplay was, I think the misplay for me, here I'm gonna click back into it, if we want to look at the map here. So the misplay for me was that I won who gets to pick first. And the truth is, almost always in draft formats, he who picks first loses. Now, that's not always the case, because there are some scenarios where there's a very clear best army or a very clear, counter. And so sometimes if there's a best army among all 4, if you're the striker, you have to strike that army, right? To even out the odds. And now if you're the picker, then, if you're the picker, and the person doesn't strike that army, then you have to make sure to pick it, right? Well, the problem was I had the option to pick or to strike. And I thought, well, if I force him to strike, then I get to pick first among the remaining 3, which gives me the advantage, right? Because he struck one, which means I can evaluate what the best matchup is at that point. But again, picking first, in my opinion, is almost always losing. Because generally speaking, the person, if they're going to strike, they're going to strike the strongest army. Therefore, the remaining 3 are fairly balanced. So picking first doesn't necessarily give you the advantage. Picking second gives you the advantage because the first person already picked, and then you get to decide between the two which you feel is a better matchup. The problem is, because he got to strike first, but he chose not to, he denied the strike, and so he allowed it to pick between the 4, then I was forced to choose first, which put me at the disadvantage because then he counterpicked me. So there was 2 things that needed to happen. Well, not really. I guess the only thing that needed to happen was I needed to strike this army. Because I had choice of picking first or striking. Picking first forces sheep to strike, and then if he chooses not to strike, then I have to pick first between the remaining 4, which is a counter pick for him. So I had to strike this army to force him to pick between these 3, which they're all fairly balanced. And between these 3, I actually think the Shadows have a bit of an advantage because of the low defense on here and because of the high value on the Einar that you've only got 9 of them. I feel like the Shadows have a pretty decent chance, especially because Fiends can do their swooping and stuff. So this, I think, is the clear advantage going into either of these. But both of these have such high attack output that they can do some crazy stuff too. So all 3 of these armies are fairly balanced. It's really just this army that is the outlier. Because this army counters this army hard, right? And these 2 armies are pretty interesting. They don't necessarily counter each other, but I think they both have chances to kill each other. So they end up being pretty balanced. So my mistake was not being like, you know what, I have to strike this one so that we both pick fairly balanced armies. Because if I don't, then I have to pick, and if I pick here, he's going to pick his army that he feels counters that. If I pick here, then he's either going to pick this army or this army, right? But even then, actually, this army could still be countered by this army because Caligrith exists. In fact, this army counters all of the armies because of SirH. Actually, the very way he played it counters all these armies. Because SirH, against this army, does the same thing. He outranges Kaminawa, and he outranges the Harkibus, and the Yari are too weak to engage. So he just keeps pinging until I can do anything, and then he switches over to Caligrith. This army, he did what he did, and then this army has a lot of attack output, but it's the same thing. They only have 6 movement, so if you're pinging off 1 Einar Imperium per turn, you're doing pretty good. So again, I look at these matchups and I say, this was the clear outlier. This one had tools to beat each of these armies. I needed to strike it to allow the pick between these 3, and I basically gave him the counter for free. I chose not to strike. He denied the strike, allowed me to pick first, and then as long as I don't pick this, he's fine. And the problem was I didn't pick this. Because if I pick this, then I have a pretty decent chance of running that same exact strategy into any of these 3 armies. But I didn't evaluate that correctly, so well played on his part. He took 3 wounds that entire game, and those 3 wounds came from 3 attacks. That's actually pretty abysmal, now that I put it that way. I lost my entire army, and he only took, not even just 3 wounds, he only took 3 attacks. Actually, no. I think 5, technically, because I got the 3 hounds, and then the Fiend and the Hound, I did get 1 more attack. So he took a total of 5 attacks, and 3 wounds out of 5 attacks. And actually, those 3 wounds weren't, one of those wounds was a disengage, so no, he only took 2 wounds out of 5 attacks. I only attacked him 5 times that game, and I lost my entire army. That's crazy. That's never happened to me. I've never had a game so one-sided. That was pretty bad. that was really, really bad. Whew. Well, it serves me right. Yesterday I played 8 Hydras and absolutely destroyed Shiftrex. On the flip side, right, rolling crazy skulls, and he couldn't defend or attack, and so I've been there. Clearly, tonight was my turn, but anyway, I'll have to correct my mistakes for next round, man. That was abysmal. All right, well, Let's see. What did I just... Let's see. Whoops. Okay, why are my hotkeys not working? That's cool. Let's see here. Yay, gotta love it when your hotkeys don't work. Alright, well, apparently my hotkeys don't work, so... Anyway, so that was it. That was the game. A nice, quick, hour-long stream that you got to watch me flounder as I ran the Shadow faction. Unfortunately, it was just too perfect a play for Sheep. He won the draft. I made mistakes on the draft. You can still overcome bad drafting by playing well. I probably played somewhat suboptimally. I think I could have run out Zundar to try and force him into a bait and take some shots. Didn't work when I did it anyway, so I'm not sure that really changes anything. But yeah, I mean, getting 1 kill per turn is exactly what he has to do to win that game, and that's what he did. So let's see. Nobleman Nick, the other armies that have range at least can get attacks on SirH, though if they move then attack. I mean, yes, yeah, you're not wrong. They can. Still not great though. Like again, range of 9 just always beats range of 7, range of 6 because your opponent has to come to you. So yes, you're correct that Kaminawa and or the Harkabis could have chased after SirH and shot at him. But again, you're still in Raylan's Aura, so 4 life, 4 defense at that point. And you're still forcing your opponent to come to you. So you're absolutely correct. In a world where I play either of those armies get shots off at SirH, but again, they're forcing my army to come to them, which means you're winning on position because you're forcing your opponent to do something to get out of position. So anytime an army can force using range or movement to force your opponent into a bad position or into a position that you're uncomfortable with, or in this case, literally forcing them so far back that you just get to sit in Raylan's Aura and keep taking pot shots, it's not a winning. It doesn't mean you're going to win the game. It just means you have the advantage because your opponent always has to be the one to initiate advancing, right? And sometimes that screws with your brain a little bit. Sometimes you mess up and you position wrong. And in this case, the dice have to work out, right? If we go back and SirH rolls a bunch of those 1 out of 3s when he was rolling 2 out of 3s, there was those 2 attacks where he went 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, and then he went 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, like 3 times in a row. If we go back, then a couple of those attacks not going through maybe gives me more of an advantage. I can keep a few binders alive. The binders going down so early was rough. I was hoping the 5 defense would hold for at least 1 or 2 extra turns, and it didn't, right? Because the binder gives me somewhat of an advantage. Because you take a binder and you drop the binder here, at least pull Raylan, I don't know, I want to put her on Shadow, but, you pull her a little bit closer. You take another binder, pull her even closer. That's awesome, right? You go and get Raylan out of the Aura, gank her really quick, or you do the same thing to SirH. You get a binder over here, pull SirH, drop him here, get another binder here, pull SirH, drop him on low ground, and, murk him really quick. Binders died. So I was forced into an even tougher position because I could not get myself in a good position, honestly. So, rough game. Nobleman Nick, your hotkey stopped working because you're fired. Sure. Yeah, no, I'm not fired, but fired up, yeah. All right, well, that's it for me tonight. Another quick stream. Last night was a quick game that went my way. This time it was a quick game that went the other way. So that's it for tonight. For those of you, again, that are interested in the Epics map building contest, again, tomorrow is the last day. Please get those submissions if you've got them, and we'll look at getting that contest finalized and rolled out on the 12th once all the submissions are in. Additionally, please send me your HSC files, the .hsc file, if you haven't already, because those are what I'm going to use on that day to try and look through the actual map. I want to look through them digitally, and I might even do a live stream of that, and actually look through them live on the HSC files to give everyone a fair shot, kind of look at all the different ins and outs of each map. So anyway, that's it for me. Oh, Nobleman Nick. Yeah, that's why the tournament coming up, I picked a few ranged and a few figures that are good against range, and the uniques only coming up. Yeah, uniques only is an interesting format. A little bit of range is good, is always good. Range is king. Melee is awesome. Melee can do a lot of things to range just because of sheer activations, and just typically overwhelming the opponent can just naturally be a better play. But the way that range is played at a high level competitively is just, when played right, so good. Like, I mean, it's just really, really tough to deal with, because good players know how to maximize that range and force you into positions you don't want to be in. And so sometimes, even when you're out activating the opponent, and even when you're on height like I was in good position, it just doesn't matter, because sometimes the dice will still go your way, and that's how it went tonight. So anyway, that's it for me, you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.